Howdy y'all, hope everybody's having a great holiday weekend. Hope you're being safe, because most of them folks out there are nuts. I know we're not, but most of them are a little bit crazy. And September is going to be crazy, so we're going to talk about that. I got some things I want to pass along to y'all. Probably won't do nobody no good, but I'm going to have something to say about it. Be right back. So I'm in the bait lab this morning, the bait lab, my bait lab, working on baits, working on lures. That's what I do in my fun off time. Bill, got crankbaits, spinnerbaits gonna be coming your way this next week, buddy. Getting them done. Jerry, talked to you on the phone a while ago. Look at that. Been working on some stuff for you too. Going to Oklahoma, Grand Lake. Awesome. I'd love to see Grand Lake again. Speaking of fishing, I would have loved to have been fishing this morning. I seriously considered it because the weather is just fantastic. Two things kind of kept me from it. First off, I got bait orders, and I kind of got behind this week. I went fishing. Well, get the bait orders done is not the hard part. It's being out there amongst all the crazy folk, and I decided to stay in here and work today and get some stuff done, okay? So what I want to talk about, this is nothing new, and there's probably, I bet you there's 100 bass fishing videos on YouTube right now about September. The best lures, the most secret lures, the forgotten lures, how hard it is, how easy it is, whatever. I'm going to talk about how hard it is, because September sucks. Flat out. It took me a long time to get over September. I may not be over September yet, because I ain't been fishing much since I came back to fishing. I really haven't got a grasp of September yet. But back in the day, I could be cleaning everybody's clocks and winning tournaments and catching a lot of people, folks guiding them in August. And come second day of September, it was over. Sometimes the end of August. There's so many reasons for it. I'm not getting the reasons too much, but shorter days trigger everything. The lunar and solar periods affect everything, but especially daytime amount of sunlight. It's a driving force behind the world. It's just crazy. Cooler water. We've been having a little bit cooler weather. Come middle of August, we've hit our peak water, and things change. Bait fish change. That's what we're going to talk about. What happened? I'm done. Okay? Fish scatter. Fish get harder to catch. They feed more. They feed more at night. They're not as hungry, whatever. So I'm going to go through some things. I even wrote them down. I never make a list. But this time I wanted to make a list. And in no particular order. What I found 25 years ago, and it may not work today. This may just be a stupid video. I may need to just go back and make more baits and give up. Here are the things, and 1, 2, 3, 6 things, and these are very serious, that I found that helped me in September. Some are kind of a fall back and punt type deal. Some of them just make sense. Some of them work other times a year, okay? One thing I learned in September, years back, you think cooler water, cooler weather, fish can be more active and they're going to go shallow. What I found back in the day, that the shallow water fish that bit were the ones that had already been shallow all year. They lived shallow. I'm pretty sure that's still going to be the truth. The ones that bit best, especially in early September before you get frost, and of course, this is for highland lakes here in central Missouri, to Grand Lake, to Table Rock, into Ouachita. I've done this in Arkansas, Kentucky Lake. So this is what works for me. If you're in Florida, forget it, because September's still freaking hot for you guys. You guys got another month and a half of summer. If you're up north, you're probably looking at frost at night. Maybe you've already had this. I'm wandering. So the shallow water thing. I'm going to fish shallow. I'm going to start shallow anytime. If I get to go practice for a tournament or whatever, I'm going to go shallow first. I'm going to beat up shallow stuff. But deeper. Fish deeper. Now, I'm getting to be not a proponent of fishing real deep. I'm worried about killing bass. I really shook up over that. How many bass I may have killed over the years. I thought I was taking care of them, and I wasn't. But deeper, 15, 20 foot, whatever, that is something to really think about. So many fish never come shallow. I've caught fish on the same brush piles in August and then still catch them there in December, the same fish. So think about backing off those points, fishing those brush piles, fishing the ledges and drop-offs. past the time most people think it needs to be done. That's my first thing, and that, boy, I filled the boat a few times doing that. If you have current, and so many of our lakes don't have much current this time of year. The water's down. They're getting ready for winter drawdowns a lot of places. We don't have the rain. We're dry as a popcorn fart here in central Missouri. We ain't had no rain for almost a month now. The lakes are coming down. They don't have the current. Now, if you're fishing rivers, mostly, fish any current you can find, even wind-driven current. You can find those points where you can see that water moving around that point. You can see it rolling because of the wind. Fish it. Current. That's one of those 12-month deals. Even in the wintertime, some current can help you. Current can kill you in the winter too, but current. Think about moving water. This is a 12-month deal. This is not really a tip so much. It's fish your strengths. If you are a spinnerbait fisherman, go throw a spinnerbait. If you're a Texas rig plastic worm fisherman, go throw one and just throw a bunch. And stick with what you feel confident with, or even your confidence areas. If you think this creek is the best creek on the lake, you go fish that creek, okay? Fish your strengths. That way you're not second guessing yourself quite as much, I don't think. That's something that I found over the years. If I thought it was a buzzbait deal, just stick with the buzzbait all day long. Make it work for you. And when your confidence is up, if your confidence is good, and you're going to catch more fish. You're going to make more fish bite, okay? Fish new stuff. Fish a creek you don't fish very often or never fished before. Fish a part of the lake you're not familiar with. When you go into something new, you're going to go into it with an attitude of clean, of starting over, refreshing, freshness, refresh. Anyway, go fish somewhere new. Go fish a new lake. Go fish something you've never fished before or not familiar with, and take it apart. Using all this other stuff I'm telling you, maybe. Cover a lot of water. September, October, into November here in Missouri is a junk fishing paradise now. We didn't just call it junk fishing, we called it wide open pattern fishing. Not dialed into any one thing, okay? Put the trolling motor down and move. Now you got to be efficient. You can't just lollygag and make stupid cash. You've still got to make good presentations, but cover water. Either cover water with your favorite bait and technique, or like me, I'd have 5 rods, crankbait, spinnerbait, buzzbait, some sort of jig and worm, maybe a swim jig, and cover a bunch of water. Just don't stop. Fish from shallow to deep, flat stuff, steeper stuff. Fish everything you can fish, and just keep that trolling motor moving. Because you have so many fish that are stupid in September. They're doing different things. They're suspended, they're deep, they're shallow. Technically, the more water you cover efficiently and effectively, not stupid, but the more water you cover in a good manner, the more baits are going to get in front of fish, and more fish are going to see your presentations. And then take anything you learn from a bite or a misbite or whatever, and take that to the next level. Maybe establish a pattern, because truthfully, patterns suck in September. I told you fishing sucks in September. Remember, I said that. That's my take on it, y'all. I remember getting better in September back in the old days when I still did this seriously. By the time the early 2000s come along, September did not bother me. Forget it's September. That'd be another tip. Just forget what time of year it is. Keep an open mind. Keep your baits wet. Try to be versatile. Try to be introspective in what you're doing. Make things happen. So forget what time of year it is. Just go fishing. That's the big thing. Go have some fun. Try something new. Try some of this stuff. I made notes for the first time in 4 years to do a video. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all have a safe weekend. Maybe get some fishing in. I'm not going to go fishing until everybody else goes home. Yeah, so I may never go fishing again. I'm going back to making baits. Got guys wanting stuff. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. God bless. Take care. Let me know how y'all are doing in September, too.